use raise hand option, and we'll get to you. Josh Moore, go ahead, bud.
Kenneth, I'm sure practice is going great. How is it for you? You know, kind of getting, I would assume, more reps and getting kind of acclimated there with that unit up front.
Honestly, it feels great. I'm just happy to be out here. Honestly, with all this COVID stuff and everything going on, just blessed to be able to be out here safely. The trainers have done an excellent job. Staff's done an excellent job keeping us safe. And it feels good just being out there, getting reps with the ones, getting better every day.
John Hale.
Kenneth, I'm curious, with your heart condition out of high school, was there any concern from you about playing this year, and what kind of conversations did you have with your family and your doctors to make sure you could play?
Um, this year I have no concerns going in. As far as I'm concerned, I'm 100% healthy, blessed, happy to be out there. I have no more limitations or anything like that. So it's just, like I said, I do that EKG every 6 months or so, but it's not just to keep checking, but just to make sure. But besides that, I'm all clear. There's no second guessing no more for me. It's all like I'm not able to do that anymore, because when I start second guessing myself, next thing you know, my play will be affected, and that's not what this university or what my coaches recruited me for.
Thanks.
Eric.
Kenneth, there's been a lot of talk this fall camp on Nick Lewis and his transformation to his body. Just what have you seen from him so far during camp?
And Nick is transitional. He's transformed a lot. I remember the first, because we're roommates, so he came to pick me up when I came home from Florida. And the first thing I noticed when I got in the truck, I was like, "Wow, man, you got skinny." He was like, "Yeah." And then we started talking. He's just telling me about how he's focused this year, and he's really putting the action behind his words. He's transformed his body. He's getting his mind right. He's doing great in schools. Just about maintaining, keeping up. Nick, he has a potential to be one of the best out here. You can't teach 6'10". You can't teach that wingspan. So, and he knows that, and he's ready to prove it this year and get on the field with us.
Josh.
Kenneth, I've read in your bio previously. I know that you said you were a martial artist for a long time. What kind of did you do? Just tell us about that. You know, your experience with that, and do you ever lean on those kind of principles and things you learned on on that for when you're in football, and especially now trying to get through all this?
Yes, I did. I did study Taekwondo when I was around 4 or 5 years old. My parents needed something for me to get into after school, so somebody to watch me and stuff. So I started enrolling, and honestly, just being able to think about just the teachings that I've learned over the years, it's really helped me. And I definitely understand that I might not be here without those teachings, because I've been working on my athleticism and having light feet and having strong hands and having a strong mind and all that for years before I even got here. So now the things that I'm learning now is just more of a reinforcement of what I've been taught, and it's showing me that the teachings that I was learning then, they're all true.
Nate Rouse.
Last year, there wasn't a whole lot of pass blocking. How much rust have y'all had to kick off to getting back into the passing game?
There was definitely, of course, obviously there was a little rust when we came back from not practicing for a couple months and last season not throwing the ball that much. But it's all about, Coach Larman has been harping on us to be able to be well-rounded, to be able to display that we're not just a running football team, that we can run the ball, we can protect our quarterback, we can do it all. And for us to prove all these people right, that everybody's saying about this O-line, about how good we can be. And we know how good we can be, and we know that we have to even out our game.
I'm curious, did you all still practice those throughout the year, even though you weren't really doing it? Did you still go through pass blocking and individual drills and stuff?
Is there every practice we still have blitz periods, we still have one-on-ones, all that. Coach Larman does a great job of keeping us ready no matter what the scenario. Because regardless of how long you got to throw the ball, we can't just be one-dimensional.
John Long.
Hi, Kenneth. You originally chose Kentucky because you wanted to play in the Southeastern Conference. You're getting your money's worth this year. You've got that 10-game schedule staring you in the face. How do you feel about that? How excited are you to take on those 10 teams?
Man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm blessed. I couldn't ask to be in a better position. I couldn't ask to be surrounded with better talent. I couldn't ask to be surrounded with better coaches. So I'm ready to go out there. I'm ready to prove myself. This is what I came here to do. So it's time to get it done.
Jeff Drummond.
Yeah, Kenneth, you line up every day against guys like, Marquand and Quentin. I'm just curious, how does that help you kind of hone your skills going up against two people that probably physically are as good as anybody, in the league?
Oh, for sure, man. They get me better every day. They get me better every day. Just being able to go up against them repeatedly, being able to study their moves, just because I know when I'm able to block them and lock them down successfully, consistently, I honestly feel like nope, there won't be anybody in the SEC that will hold anything close to that I should even be worried about, because those two guys right there are so talented. I get to go against two of the best nose guards in the SEC every day. What I got to be scared for? What I got to be worried for? I'm ready. I'm blessed.
Anybody else? All right.
Thank you.